This is my episode 1 DayZ. I'm hoping to polish it up a bit more as further episodes go along, but this is a game I played when it first came out in alpha, and that was years ago. And then I stopped playing it for a really long time, and I never really did get very good at it, and they added so many new features now that I'm watching other streamers playing stuff, and I'm like, oh my god, I don't know how to do that. So I'm going to start out with episode 1 being me walking through little things like just loading my gun. I never had a clip before, so goofy things like that. Right to the end, I made a mistake. That's a valuable lesson, but otherwise, enjoy. Okay, I'm not sure if you just heard that sneeze. You're going to actually hear a couple more right now. And that's because my guy's sick, and that's where I'm pointing the arrow at that little germ, which we won't say the beer flu reason word I want to say. And then you'll also notice I have a couple other arrows on the screen here, and that is showing other statuses that I have. So that germ means I'm sick. That's why I'm sneezing, and it will get worse, unfortunately. It will get to the point where it will end up making me puke when I eat, which isn't good because you're hungry. Which you'll notice the apple, that's my food level, and that's going down. That is going to be counteracted with, eating, even having a soda helps, or if you find some canned food, obviously canned food's going to be better and stuff. It'll go up like the other arrow showing the arrow going up. So it's showing your status as it goes. And there's things like temperature you'll see on there. You got the your blood. You don't want that to get too low. That's the droplet. And then you also have the cross, which is where your health's at. All of these are very important. They all link together. Sometimes there's a pill symbol, which you'll see a little bit later on. And that'll be next to like the germ, and that's when you take some medicine and stuff. I'm actually currently looking for medicine to find and not having a lot of luck with it. I tried charcoal tablets. I didn't think that would help. But there's all sorts of different things in this game that you can use. And then you'll notice things too while, if you watch the meter, you'll notice things like the health going, well, the health's up all the way right now, so it's not going to go up. I got to get hurt for it to go down, which you'll see that. But you'll see like the blood's going up as I regain that. My heat's going up as I move, but then it'll start going down as soon as I stop because it's kind of dark out right now. And then my food supply is going down, or my hunger level is going down because I'm, burning energy. So clothing's another thing that is a big deal. You hear I'm going to find a pair of pants that are in better condition than what I have. You'll see I'll hover on it and it says worn, but mine are badly damaged. And as you can probably tell by all the other things like the warmth and the sickness I have, health, all that, it's all important stuff. So I dragged them on. It automatically drops my pants. You'll saw I double-click through all my stuff to get it back. Those are my old hiking pants. I'm not going to grab them back. I was looking at the jacket, but I don't want to get rid of that. Closing the door, make sure nothing's behind it. But yeah, so I usually don't find very good things in the police station, but it usually is good enough to get me going. And if someone kills me, because that's where a lot of noobs go like me, it's not a big deal. I don't have anything yet. But today I found 2 pristine guns here, which I was really shocked by. I usually do find a gun here, but they're not usually pristine. And you'll see I'll hover on it, and it says pristine. I already have a BK-18. It's a single-shot rifle that does 200 meters. I don't have a scope for it, so I don't need that. But the shotgun, I don't have the shotgun. Now, I tend to carry a lot of stuff, and I don't have room to carry all that. The trick is if you can fit it in your bag, you can run without it in your hands. And what I mean by that is I can't fit 2 large guns. So what I have to do is I have to put one on my bag, and I have to run with the other one in my hand. Sometimes you'll see people running around with a backpack in their hand or something, and they put it down when they get into a battle or something. The reason why is they took their loot from maybe one of their friends that died, or they just got a bunch of loot, and they don't want to leave it behind. They're going to take it back to their camp or something. And you can have it in your hand, and by it being a backpack, you can have everything loaded in it instead of just carrying one thing, which is nice, because the backpack is one thing. So that's kind of a nice feature. For a while, I have I don't know if you saw it in my inventory, but I have a teddy bear. It fits things inside it. I actually was running around with that for a while. It's actually my second teddy bear. I was killing zombies with it at one time. But yeah, you'll see I have my shotgun on my back, and I'm holding my rifle. That will end up changing because I realized, oh wait, I have ammo. But there's little things. You see people reloading and stuff, and they're so good at it, and they're so quick that I wasn't getting all of it. So I'm going to show some of that also. Up where I'm at right now, this is the top of the jail or police station. I'm actually looking at the zombies to see their action. A thing I kind of picked up, which seems obvious now, but at the time didn't to me, was if the zombies are all around the building you're in and they're just being pretty calm, at least nearby you're pretty safe. It doesn't mean anyone in that tree line back there could snipe me off without a problem. I've seen it in videos where one shot, boom, they're gone. But you know, I'm still learning, so it's not a big deal to me. Now here, I don't know how I missed this on the first floor. Here I found a 6-shot 12-gauge gun, which is awesome because, well, that's much better than a hinged shotgun for reload reasons. So you'll see I'm trying to actually load it at the top there, but what I'll have to do is put it in your hands, and then you drag the ammo to it to combine, and you'll see the box turns orange, and it can combine, and I'm putting one in there. The one thing I didn't notice, and I'm glad I double-checked, was it only put one shell in there. I had to keep doing it. But once I had it loaded, not a big deal. It was all set to go. Okay, you're about to hear some gun noise. And that was pretty close. I don't think that was in the same town as me, though, because I'm kind of out in the outskirts, and I was wearing my my 7.1 surround headsets, and from the side it was coming from, it was the forest line was up there. So I don't know the maps well enough yet to know where. That was another thing too. You're watching people, and they're like, "Oh, I'm in this town, this town." I'm like, I have no idea what you're saying. Yeah, so there's some gunfire there, and I actually got a little excited. I don't actually ever really actively interact with anyone, and that's something I want to change. I've kind of been stealth on this, but I want to get more involved. I want to build a base camp and stuff. Where I'm at right now, there actually used to be a camp here. I'm breathing red mist. That can't be good. I do got to find some medicine. But there used to be a camp here, and I know there's a crate in here, and that's actually why I'm coming in. And I want to grab that crate, not because there's some supplies in it, but more for the fact, or not supplies in it, there's supplies all around it. Here's where I was kind of talking about where you can, there's a lot of supplies. I am going to have to come back and get these. But this is where I was talking about how you can run with something in your hand. So what I want to do is I'm going to have to put my gun inside it. And the reason why is that's the item I'm running with my hand because I have no room for it in my inventory. So I put the gun in the crate, and then I'm putting the crate in my hand, and I'm not going to be able to run with it. I'm going to walk slowly. So what I want to do is, I have a theory. I haven't been able to prove it. I probably could search it more, but I'm just going to try it out. I believe if it's in the crate, it won't delete on a server reboot. I'm not positive about that, because everything reboots eventually, and what's out there is gone, and new stuff respawns for loot. So like you can always keep going back to a jailhouse or a police station if you want, and after it rebooted there might be new loot there. Doesn't mean there will necessarily be there. That's why you'll see hear some people call, I don't know if it's JKL or somebody or Minder or one of them that I watch, that they call it the magic boat. Actually it might be Baby Nades. I like watching Baby Nades videos. It calls it the magic boat because of the respawning of stuff there after a server reboot. So here you'll see some zombies that are attacking me. It doesn't go well for me. It took me a bit to drop the item. I'm bleeding. I'm panicking. Actually, I wasn't ready for this, so I'm trying to see if I can get to lock them inside. It didn't work. I was trying to hit the button as I was going, because you'll see other players, they're so good at it. They run by, they hit a door, it opens or shuts, whatever, and they will actually get the zombies to chase them, and they'll lock them in a room. So since I couldn't do that, I decided, well, maybe I just need to lock myself in a room. So I'm going to run actually back to the jail cell. And the reason I picked the jail cell is because, well, one, it was close. And two, I wanted to be able to see through the door because I'm trying to learn as I'm playing this. So you'll see I drag some bandages over to my hand. I'm going to wrap up. You'll see that it says I have one cut. And once I wrap that, so if I had 2 cuts or a gunshot or 2 gunshots, then how many numbers are there? So I knew it wouldn't be too bad to wrap up because of that. But you'll see I also lost blood during it also. And I'm also thirsty, so I'm going to grab a can of Spite and drink that. And as I'm drinking it, you'll see that that everything starts going back up again. So I got to kind of figure out what I'm going to do here. Someone had just recently shot over here. Like I said, I'm a noob to this, so I've watched a lot of videos. I feel like I have a good idea, but once you get playing, I realize I don't have a good idea. So what I'm going to do is, well, take them out. They're all over. I can hear them. There's a bunch of them. If the person who's shooting is in town, they're basically telling him right where I am. So my goal is to get rid of them. Okay, so through a quick editing of slicing them up, shut the front door, and then check their bodies. I actually find good things on them sometimes. Like there I got my can of Spite back that I had to use from them injuring me before. Which is good because fluids go down pretty quickly. I'm not sure if being sick affects that quicker, but being sick's not good. But I did get hit throughout that process. You'll see my health is down. Basically, if I got shot right now or hit right now, if I got hit right now, I'd probably pass out and go unconscious. You don't always die right away. So I'm going outside. There's no zombies because I killed them all. And out here, there's 2 pristine guns. I mean, this never happens for me. Probably because there's this thing called streamer loot. And I'm not streaming right now, I'm just recording it, but I wonder if it has something to do with it. But I'm running past a well there. That's a good place to get water, given there's no zombies or anyone around trying to kill you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my crate and head to the woods. I want to pick my gun back up. I want to find a place that's good to hide this. As you can see, I am walking terribly slow. So we are going to jump ahead here. I would not put you through that. So I dropped the crate off, and now I opened it back up. And I have to decide, what do I want to put in it? Because I don't know how this experiment's going to work out. And I actually want to kind of find out. I know I could probably Google it and stuff, but I'm just going to try it out. Basically, shove everything I can in here and see how it goes. I'm not horribly comfortable leaving that gun in there, so I'll probably end up taking that out. But what I'm going to do, well, I will be taking that out. What I'm going to do is just shove a bunch of stuff in there. Like, I got a bunch of ammo that can go in there. Basically, if anyone finds this crate, it's not going to be the worst crate in the world because I'm going to drop my handgun off in there. I have a Scorpion gun, too, along with the 9mm gun. But I have clips for the Scorpion gun, so which I still have to load because I've never had clips before for a gun. So this is good for me. The binoculars, they take up a lot of room, so I'm going to throw those in there. I don't need them, but I'd hate to lose them. And as you can see, I am dumping a lot more ammo in there. I did find a lot of ammo, which that's great. Throw the rope in there. I don't plan on getting in a situation to have to tie anyone up. Maybe that'll be a different video. But I'm going to try a few things. Other things I have to do, too, is, you can combine things. If you have things that are ready to be combined, it's not the worst idea to try doing that. A good example would be like taking a 9-volt battery and putting it in a flashlight to free a spot up, or a rangefinder, which I'll do later. Another one is actually loading your equipment. I have mentioned already that I've never had a clip before, so you're going to see I'm going to pull my ammunition to combine it, and it works. I have 1 bullet in there. I'm like, all right, it's like the shotgun. I'll do it again. It will not let me put any more in there. And I've never been in this situation before to know anything about this. And as I do it, it all starts making more sense. And I'm going to have to really figure out how to use my inventory quicker. You see people go really fast. I don't know if that's an editing thing, because I don't watch them stream. I always watch it recorded. this, I can't imagine watching this game streamed. There's so much just nothing going on moments. So what I'm going to do here is get this gun loaded up. And I'll start by swapping my Scorpion gun out for the Scorpion clip. And then that way I'm holding it in my hand. So you'll notice I had to drop it on the ground first, though. Here's an example. I'm just holding too much stuff. But now that I did that, I can now drag the shells onto the combine for that. And you'll see it says, load magazine, hold the left button. Well, that made a world of difference. Now I have a loaded clip. And I can even now put the gun back in my hand. I have to do a swap first. You have to have the gun in your hand. But then you can grab the clip and drag that on to do a combine. And now the gun's loaded. And instead of having just that one bullet that was chambered, I now should have 20 bullets. Which actually sounds a little odd. I should have 21 bullets. But yeah, you'll see I have a couple clips there. One has 18 in it too. But now that you see I drop... So I'm going to load the other clip also. Once I grab the right one, I grab the wrong one. But if you look over in the vicinity on the left, there we go. Now it's back up. You'll see it says 20 on it there. So when I pull it back over, and I'm just swapping it out for the clip. My inventory is so messed up right now. Once in a while, what I'll do is I'll actually organize as much as I can, throw the rest of it out while I'm organizing, and then just start double-clicking on everything, and it'll put itself in spots. But yeah, I have 2 clips now that are loaded for the Scorpion. To reload the Scorpion, I just got to bring it into my hand, and from there, do the combine where you drag the clip on top of it, and then it'll put the new clip in there. And then the reload, you just got to repeat the process. Well, you got to have ammo too, so you don't burn through all of it. But you put it in your hand and drag it on there, reload, and keep going. So now I have a gun that I actually can shoot more than one bullet out of, which is amazing for me. And now that I blindly ran into a store, I'm going to use this gun because I was an idiot. And that was actually very satisfying for me. I have never one-shot killed... Well, there was 2 shots there. I've never killed a zombie with a gun, I should say. Shot a zombie, yes, and then had to beat them. But not shot and killed. And I was able to fire off 2 rounds and have it controlled, and that was awesome. Now the downside. I just attracted a ton of zombies. If you look right out the window there, there's one running by. Then there's one across the bridge there that got all excited and started running forward. And this is a huge problem. I'm gonna have to take these guys out, just like the jail cell. It's a matter of, look at them all coming. It's crazy. They're outside the window. Anyone who heard that gunshot that said, "Oh, I want to go investigate that because I'm geared up." Well, there goes one. There's another one. There we go. They're gonna know right where I am. So I gotta clear this all out. Makes a world of difference if you don't hit him in the head. After I missed that first shot, I panicked a hair and messed up. So I'll try to do better. So I decided to go ahead and swap my clips since I actually have that ability to do that. And I find out really quickly here that I need to start having better organization. Because I have to drop my gun on the floor every time I want to put the clip in my hand. Because unfortunately the clip doesn't free up enough space for the gun to go in its spot, so I can't do a swap. So here I'm reloading my clip, which that's great. I'm really happy I have that ability to do that. But it doesn't help when, you know, now I got to pick up the gun. Not a big deal. I can pick up the gun. That's not an issue. But I don't know. It just feels wrong dropping the gun on the ground to reload it. I'm always worried someone might pop in here. I mean, I wasn't the quietest taking care of all those zombies. But it was nice to know that I have a gun and I can shoot it. It did give me a little bit more confidence to run through the town. I'm still looking for medicine. That was my main goal, was to find medicine and get rid of this cough, because I don't know at what stage. I mean, do you heal from the cough, or will I eventually die from it? Because you do go through the puking stage from what I've heard. And if that's the case, not having food is a really big deal. So I'm going to keep on moving on, see what we can get going here. And I did just decide to swap out my waterproof boots for the shoes, or the work shoes or whatever they were I just found. Oh, shotgun shells. Those are always good to have too, considering I have a shotgun. But I swapped them out. I like the waterproof ones because you can also get wet in this game also, and that'll lower your temperature and stuff. But the shoes were pristine and mine were damaged, so it was a good time to swap that stuff out. So one of the issues is inventory management, which I've already kind of talked about, how you can't swap things around. And here you'll see I found an MK2 gun. It's badly damaged. I don't have a a gun cleaning kit. I really have no business even picking this thing up. I mean, I haven't really confronted anyone yet, but I feel like having it's only a 22 also. So unless I'm popping zombies right in the head, it's pretty much a useless gun in my opinion. I still need to learn, you know, the calibers and everything of all the guns, but I do know a 22 is not a powerful gun. But it's a weapon, and I don't feel like I can let weapons always go. So here you're going to see I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to fit it in there, and it's such a mess in my inventory because I don't keep much track of it that I'm just dumping a bunch of stuff. I don't intend on leaving it. I'm just dumping it because I feel like I have enough room to fit everything. I just want to not waste the time kind of moving it all around. And one thing right away is I should stick a battery in that Rangefinder, which I talked about before. You can see there's a gray spot underneath it showing me that it does not have the battery in it. But yeah, here I am just dumping away like an idiot because I gotta go grab a gun that I have no business grabbing because I don't need it. I don't even have ammunition for it. But yeah, so you'll see here, now I can grab it. I'll go back over and I just start hitting F on a bunch of it to pick it up, and then yeah, then I just jump back in. It's easier just to double click on stuff for me to get it all in there. But I had the room. It just, with it all being disorganized, I didn't have enough room together. So yeah, badly damaged semi-automatic 22. I think the reason I wanted it so much was I was thinking, well, if I could get a gun cleaning kit, and it is a silenced gun, which would be nice, but I really don't need it. So I'll end up tossing that thing. I mean, even right here, I decided to take out the zombie. As I came into this cabin house, they were very active. Actually, this wasn't even the first one that was active. It made me a little nervous because I did hear some gunfire a little earlier. And I'm walking in and out right now to see if I can get their attention. But if you look, I'm walking over to get something, and it's my gun. I had to drop my gun in order to get my axe out because I just don't have the room to swap. And the 22 silence, the MK2 or whatever it is, that it's already, I mean, just stuff like that. So one of the things I need to learn is I need to learn to balance out what I have. Unless I'm carrying something large that I need to, like the crate or something like that, or a backpack that I want to go put in the crate, I need to learn to just, you know, let it go. I don't need it. Of course, it's still in my inventory, as you can see right now. But yeah, that sucks. I need to figure that out better. And I still haven't found any medicine yet. That's crazy. So I'm actually sitting pretty good on all my health stuff. But kind of a domino effect of what I've been talking about is I can't pick up that can of food. I don't need that can of food, so it's not a big deal. But one of the things I notice when I watch streamers is they seem to always be out of food when they need it. But they'll cook and hunt and stuff like that. I kind of go for what's in the buildings, and sometimes I feel like that's more dangerous, even though I never seem to have an issue with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go eat that food, but I got to play this whole shuffling game to do it. And the reason I'm going to go eat it, even though I don't necessarily need it, is I will get some moisture out of it, and that I'm a little low on. As you can see, the water bottle symbol is down. My food bottle's all the way up, but I figure, you know what, I can't carry it, so I might as well eat it. And you'll notice that I just tossed something. I tossed the gun. I don't want it. And I'm trying to figure out how to get the scorpion in here too, because I'm quickly realizing this isn't working. I need to be able to quickly move things around in case something happens. So now that I have that in my inventory, you can see I can move around things. And I've also picked up a machete since then. So I'm going to drag the machete to my number 4 location. And I'm trying to see if I can sharpen it actually real quick, but that didn't work. But you'll see in my number 4, I have the machete now, which is awesome. I still can only take the cans into my hand, but I don't have to drop anything to do it. And I'm going to eat them now, so it's not a big deal. So I have those in my hand, and I'm going to take the axe, put it on the, combine it with it, and then hold the left trigger button down to open them up. And as soon as the ring goes around and it's open, they're opened, and I can hold it down and eat them. And you'll notice I'm not throwing arrows up on this. A lot of it's the same. You'll see the ring right in the middle of the screen there going around. That's me eating it. I got to let it go all the way around. And if you look in the bottom right, you'll see that my food and my moisture is both going up. Or moisture, that's a bad word. But my hydration level is going up. So I don't actually need that can. I don't have to worry about it. But the best part is I have nothing in my hand. So if I do find something I absolutely think I need to have, like, I just find that right rifle or something where maybe I don't have ammo for it, but it's a good rifle, I can at least throw it in my backpack and carry my other stuff. So earlier, at least I think I said it earlier, I might have mentioned the pill symbol down by the little beer flu symbol down there in the bottom right. You're going to see a pill symbol come up here. I'm going to try to eat some of the charcoal. I kind of knew it wasn't going to work, but I'll throw an arrow up so you see it. But there's a little pill symbol, and that's showing that I'm taking medicine. I also maybe mentioned the teddy bear too, where I hold stuff inside it. And let's see where we go, because I'll tell you right now, the charcoal did not work for the virus, but I gave it a shot, and now I'm feeling a little better because I have things a little bit more organized. I can now swap to the machete. The other problem too is I couldn't swap to the machete or my hatchet before because it didn't leave enough room for the gun to go into. I had to literally drop that gun. Now I can swap between everything because I have the room to inventory it. And that was a huge deal in itself. I didn't want something to happen where someone came and attacked me like those zombies did. But if it's someone with a gun, I'm done. I'm not quick enough to go through my inventory. I was feeling pretty healthy, and since I did kind of clean everything up and I could pull out the machete real easy and everything, and if I had to flip over to a gun I could, I decided there was a pretty aggressive zombie out there that I wanted to take care of. It's just much better having them out of the way once they become aggressive. You can run from them. My endurance is really not that high, and that could be because of the the flu issue I'm having. You'll notice I still have that pill symbol up there. I haven't taken any extra medicine. It's still working its way into my system, so we'll have to see how that goes. But just doing the overall organization was a huge benefit. I was actually really nervous around this area to begin with. I don't know why that zombie got so excited. I am coughing, so it could have been that. But I'm coming across areas that I have already walked through that doors were closed and stuff, so I thought I probably did miss a couple buildings because I'm kind of backtracking now to where I started. And I found this axe. I don't remember that axe being there, and I can hear a zombie inside this house. So that's making me kind of nervous that someone maybe trapped it in there and this is all a trap. So I don't know why I didn't pick up the axe. It's not like there's going to be a string attached to it or anything, but I just didn't want to deal with it right now, thinking there was someone out there. Basically the time it would have took. So figured, you know what, take care of him. Quick check the place out. He had some duct tape though. That was pretty good. Pretty happy about that. Now I just need a can of WD-40, and now I just those two items, I have everything. Sorry, that was a poor joke. But yeah, so I have that axe and I have the hatchet. And I'm not real crazy about getting rid of my hatchet. I've seen people build stuff using that. I don't know if you can with the axe. So I have to make some decisions now with inventory once again. And the crowbar I just tossed, I have never used that crowbar. I've never seen anyone use the crowbar. Maybe if I wanted to pull maybe a fence apart with it or something, but I can do that with an axe, so I don't see why I need it. I noticed I had 2 flashlights. I'm grabbing the battery out of that flashlight, though, because that is going to end up in my rangefinder further on in the video. And I threw it in my hand. But yeah, I just need to make some room. And here you'll see I'm trying to combine it. I'm doing everything backwards. If it goes inside it, you need the main part in your hand. And here, there we go. So there, now I have it. Now I have it together. I actually thought I did that a little later, but I guess I didn't. But that's together. That freed up a spot without getting rid of it. I grabbed the knife back again. Not sure why. That axe actually takes up a pretty good chunk, but I do want that axe. Why? Who knows? But I want it. I need it. I gotta have it. But I gotta clear up some room. So let's get some room cleared up here. So I loaded a clip to get some of the stuff out of the teddy bear. I end up ditching the teddy bear. You'll see I have the axe. I did not lose my hatchet. I still have the hatchet. I did swap number 2 out with the axe, though, from the hatchet, just because I have the machete in 4, and I feel like for quick melee, those are pretty equal, where the axe is probably a little slower. But I did lose a little bit of ammo, but I have a ton of ammo, so I wasn't horribly worried about that. And I also gained an axe. So I'm feeling actually pretty good about the whole thing. And since I'm feeling good about the whole thing, I feel like it might be a little time to celebrate with that axe and try it out. So let's see how all this goes. Well, the axe worked fantastic. It is a little slower than, say, the machete or the hatchet, but it did work fantastic. I was really happy with it. Didn't take a lot of swings. You'll see I worked my way back now to my crate. Everything's still in there. Nobody found it. The server did not restart during that time. If you're still watching, that's awesome. You're actually over 30 minutes into the video. But the good news for you is I cut over 30 minutes out of the video, so you have that going for you. You'll notice my outfit's a little different here. I have a green jacket on, different pants. The capacity was the same, but they were in better shape, so I just wanted to take them. I really wish I would have found a scope for the gun. That would have been cool, or a better rifle. This one is a 200 millimeter rifle. Now that I do have a rangefinder, I get to try that out a little bit and play around with it. As you can see, I'm still using the crate, trying to put stuff in there, figure out what I want in there, because I did not find any medicine. I'm going to probably have to go to another town and look for some, and that's a real bummer, because I don't know where everything is yet. I mean, if I knew where everything was, like some people do, it wouldn't be a big deal to come back. I actually really wish I had a shovel, because one of the things I want to try to do is bury the crate. If I could do that, that'd be awesome. But now that I have an axe and I know where there was an old base that has a lot of supplies, I should be able to pull some nails out of there. I found some wire in some of the outhouses and sheds. Sheds have a lot of like that kind of stuff that you need for that. I'm thinking of building a base. Nothing too close to the prison, because that's a hot spot. But without medicine, I don't know what good it would do. Well, I guess if I die, I'd come back. Here's my rangefinder. I've never gotten to use the rangefinder in DayZ, so I'm pretty pumped about that, because I can't tell the distances. And it would be nice to know if I'm wasting a shot or not. And I'm hoping to get to the point where I don't need to. I used to play this game when it was in alpha. I used to play it. And then I stopped playing for a long time, and it doesn't say it's an alpha or beta anymore. So I'm very impressed. You can get cars, all sorts of stuff. But I'm still sick. And to make things a tad bit worse, I screwed up. You'll see I got the sewing kit here, and I'm going to try to fix my ruined stab jacket. It's ruined. It cannot be fixed. At least to my knowledge, it can't. And I put it into my hands thinking, okay, I'll put it in my hands and put the sewing kit on it like I would do with loading a clip or something. And that didn't work. So I'm like, you know what? I don't care. I'll just wait till I find another one. I'll put it back on. Nope. It's ruined. I can't put it back on. And if you look at it, you'll see it's actually holding 2 of my smoke bombs. So that sucks. I can't put that back on now. So I'm going to have to take the smoke grenades off of it and put them into my everyday inventory because that was holding those. So I just lost 2 inventory spots. Actually 4, because the smoke bombs actually take up 2 squares each. So yeah, that's 4 spots I just lost because I took the thing off. So if you have a rune jacket and you don't have something to replace it and it's holding anything and you don't need to take it off, leave it on. It's at least, it might not be protecting you, but it is helping you inventory-wise. I just learned a lesson on that, especially after how much I was talking about inventory and everything. So yeah, that didn't go well. Now I'm going to go cut a tree down and feel better. So yeah, that went a lot easier than I thought it was going to. I didn't actually cut any, no pun intended, any of the steps of the cutting out. That went down, so this axe is awesome. I'm definitely going to build a base. I want to have a bigger location to stash my stuff. I'm going to have to move this chest also. I can't leave it here right next to the stab vest. I guess I could throw the stab vest, but now I got a tree down right next to it, and I'm not going to move the tree today. I'll do that tomorrow. So what I'm going to do is go restash the chest, and I'm going to go indoors and find a, well, hopefully a safe place to log off for the evening. If I was smart, which I wasn't, because I'm actually narrating this part after I played, because it didn't, my mic wasn't working when I was capturing, so I had to go back over it. But another trick you could do is, and it would go against my experiment. My experiment is to see if the chest is still there. I know that doesn't take in account if someone comes and raids it or something, but I want to see if the server reboots and it's there. What I do want to know though is, well, what I was talking about, I'm losing it, need more sleep, is the experiment of, will it be there? If you do want it to be there, though, and you don't care about the experiment or whatever, but you want to have it on you, I should have put it into my hands. Now that I have my inventory under control and I can have all my guns put away, I could have took the wooden crate into my hands and I could have logged off. Because as far as I know, unless there's exceptions I haven't noticed, you get to keep everything you log off with. But if I don't have to, that would be great. In fact, as long as I'm down to 1 crate, that's awesome. You'll notice as I placed it, it kind of got placed into the tree, which is kind of weird. So I'm going to actually run down and around. I want to take a look at what it looks like, because this little ravine is somewhere where I can see someone running up. And actually, from this angle, it's very well hidden. Anyone cresting the hill and coming over, yeah, not so much. Even coming back up, I had a little bit of a hard time finding it till right about here. Some people can see everything, though. I'm not one of those people, but I just ran by it, as you can see, right there. And I'm going to go log off inside now. So I have all my stuff on me except for what is in that crate. So hopefully I don't lose anything. Matches, might as well take them. The wire, yeah, I'm going to hold it in my hand. And you might be like, well, why are you doing that for inventory reasons? Well, for the reason I just said. I want to build a base. I do need to find medicine, but I do want to build a base. And I'll just log off in here. But as long as that's in my hand, I should have it when I come back. Maybe there'll be another one in here too. But I'll need those supplies to build the base. I just got to figure out where I want to build that base. I don't want it too far out, but not, not like that one group, whoever built that base right next to the police station. I mean, you're just asking for people to come in, so I won't be doing that. But yeah, hopefully maybe some things helped. Hopefully you just enjoyed watching it. This is a sketchy part right there where it leaves. I've had someone walk in the room actually as I was logging off, and I logged back in next time. Yeah, there was no inventory. They shot me. But yeah, other than that, thanks for watching. And I look forward to doing what I will call a episode 2. Thanks.